everybody. Welcome back to We Be Talking.
We be talking, what's the word? Everything you never heard. We be talking, talking.
I'm your girl, Tamara. That's my girl, Sheikah.
Hey.
That's my girl, Kim.
Hey.
And for the second week in a row, this is our girl, Ave. Hey. Listen, we are so glad that y'all are back here with us. We got a really good topic. We know y'all enjoyed the last topic. What y'all think, y'all? Y'all think they enjoyed it?
Oh my God.
Definitely.
I enjoyed it thoroughly myself.
Yes, they definitely enjoyed it. Yes. So what we want y'all to do is to continue to show us the support. We love it. We thank you. We appreciate it. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell, y'all. So whenever we upload, you will be the first to know. Okay? You don't want to miss it because it's going to be hot. Before we get started, I just want to highlight, that we're all women. We want to support other women, especially when they're doing their great things and doing their business and stuff like that. So as you can see, I am wearing a shirt.
Yes.
It says, I am me. And this is my girl, Melody Brown. This is her beauty brand that she just launched in New York City a few weeks ago. And these are some of her products. It's called I Am Me.
They're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
yes, I Am Me. So we'll put the link in there. So if you want to check out her stuff, feel free to do so. I'm sure you will not be disappointed. She does have an online store you can order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link and you can click on the link and order your products and she will mail it to you in a nice little container, nice box.
Oh,
yes, y'all. Yeah, she's doing big things. Very proud of her. We're women lifting up other women, right?
Yes.
All right, y'all. So guess what? We got a juicy topic, y'all. I really want to know what y'all got to say about this.
Kim, what was that?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
But our topic is it right for women or even men to withhold sex from their spouse? Is that right, you guys? What y'all think?
Not one way.
It's not one way. Some men withhold. Hardly ever you hear about that. But women, sometimes we can use that to our advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So is that right?
Is it right?
What y'all think? Is it right?
Oh boy,
if you're married, to me, if you're married, no, it's not right. Now, if you're just dating, I say don't give it to him at all. But if you're married, I don't think it's right. Because the Bible says my body doesn't belong to me and his body doesn't belong to him.
It says that's the word.
One, there's no longer a pretty much your choice. It's not a choice you make on your own.
Okay, so according to the word, Kim, you are correct. My body is his body. His body is my body. It don't belong to me. It belongs to him. Amen.
Right. Amen. Glory.
But you feel like you got
sometimes nobody headache. What about that?
And we want to thank God for the not belonging. Thank you, Jesus. But at the same time,
yes.
At the same time, the way I am made up, okay. Okay, well, let me say this. My husband, we could be mad. He could be not feeling well, and he won't withhold. Okay, you hear what I'm telling you? He just don't have a withhold button in him.
Got left out.
Gotcha. I don't know what it feels like to, to like have him withhold from me because it's very few in between. Like so he never really give me an opportunity to come to him, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if I do have a scratch and I'll be like, babe, it turns him into a little animal. So what I have to do. So I'm never the one who initiates a lot because I don't have the opportunity.
Right.
But you have withheld though, haven't?
I'm asking. So here's the thing: the way I'm built up, like if things aren't right, if he just said something to me, and he really got me thinking about what he said, like how you, and it ain't got to be what he said, it's how he said it and all that. Like The way if I'm mad, if I got that going on in my head, if I'm upset, I'm mad, or it could be a lot of stress going on around me in my life. I'm just overwhelmed. You know, things are going on. I just don't have. Now, there have been times I just don't have it in me. There have been times I thought I didn't have it in me, but for somehow he brought it out.
So there's been times where you feel like you don't want it, that you're not in the mood.
Right.
But for me, like, okay, so if I'm not in the mood, I'm just not in the mood, right? But you know how some men are, you know, you be laying in the bed, right? And you be like, oh, I'm not in the mood, just wait, I got a headache, maybe tomorrow, right? And then the next thing you know, you feel the tip going.
Really?
All of a sudden.
Really?
All of a sudden, I'm in the mood.
All of a sudden, I'm in the mood.
Oh my God.
It
takes all the way to the tip to go there to get in the mood.
That's all you need. all you need to feel is the tip, and the tip will put you in the mood. Now, if the tip don't put you in the mood, that means no, really. If the tip don't put you in the mood, that means there's something else going on in your relationship. Like what Sheikah said, if y'all not on the same page, I'm not talking about, okay, you mad at him because he didn't take the trash out, or you mad at him because, you know, he whatever.
Right.
But if y'all got issues,
that would throw me off. If I've told you 1,000 times to take that trash out and you ain't touched it.
And I'll be mad at you for not taking the trash out.
She's saying that can be fixed with the tip.
But that's what I'm saying. I can be mad if you don't take the trash out. But when that tip come in, I don't remember nothing about no trash.
Right. You know what? And I must say, there have been times where I felt like I wasn't in the mood.
Yeah.
And like she said, you know, everything. And then I kind of was just like, ooh, I'm in the mood. Where did this come from?
How did I get here?
Yeah. Oh my God. You know, it's just like, where did this come from? All of a sudden, we started to move, and you know, things are working out really well.
What about you, Ave?
What I'm saying,
because these jokers here.
Listen, I'm gonna be absolutely honest with you. I have withheld sex because I feel as if I should not have to do something I don't feel like doing. And so if I am not mentally there, because before we get to the actual act, I'm the type of person you got to get me going, like, you know, like, oh baby, if you just put an extra dollop of Daisy on my taco.
You're a crock pot. We're crock pot.
Yes, perfectly said.
Y'all have skillet moments though, right?
But that's what I'm.
No, I don't know.
I think it's just that my crock pot was on low.
Oh.
Because to be honest, but like she said, honestly, if things aren't going well, then you can touch all you want. I mean, like even like life, like my grandmama died. Don't come on.
Come on. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, like with life issues, with tough life issues.
Yeah.
You know,
I think though, if you know your spouse, if you do, know your spouse, they know when you're really not in the mood. So it won't
but they don't care though.
And that's the thing. And that is the thing. They do not care.
They know you're not in the mood. But their whole job
they know you're not in the mood, but their job is to try to get you in the mood.
Yeah. And see, check this. If I may, this is my thing, and y'all tell me if I'm crazy. But you know how I think a lot of times, and yes, the Bible does say that, I belong to you, you belong to me. We want a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? Okay. But what I will say is sometimes men feel as if you have to, because you're married. We're married. You're in a relationship with them. Okay. Then you have society that kind of gives this thing of, girl, if you don't do it, they gonna get it from somewhere else. Yeah. So then you put this woman in the place of where, if she's not feeling like it, she's just supposed to do it regardless because she want to keep her man. She don't want him looking elsewhere instead of what are you doing is my crock pot plugged in? Did you pay the light bill to make sure we got electricity in the socket? So when we plug the crock pot in, something can get to cooking. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Women cook.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
Men cook in the bedroom. Like sex is their beginning. Women, you got to get us going way before that. The bedroom is just where we come and we like, let's go.
And that's why,
you done rev me up.
And that's why knowing each other love languages is so important.
Yep. So important,
because
yes.
when you start, if your spouse care, okay, you know, when my spouse found out what my love language was and how I responded to that, then it was a no. You know, he started cooking.
Yeah.
He was on the grill. I came home, he didn't pick some stuff up off the floor. I said,
okay.
You know, he didn't try. The other day, I got all the boxes, babe, put them on. Stuff like that. But you got all them boxes and took them off. Like, so the little thing, you know what gets me going. When we found that out, you know, as we matured, then things started to kind of like turn, you know, when we were younger, that don't even count as marriage. Our first 5 years, I don't even count that as marriage.
Trial period, huh?
But you said a key word though. You said a key word. You said maturity. I feel like when you and your spouse have reached a certain maturity, he'll know. Like somebody said before, even sometimes they don't care, you know, but sometimes when you don't feel like it for whatever reason, you got a headache, you're tired, or whatever. They'll know.
They're more sensitive on that.
Yeah, they'll be more sensitive to what you're feeling and allow you to go rest or whatever. But trust and believe me, they're gonna allow you to rest, but be ready for tomorrow. You can't. And another thing, how often are you withholding though? You know what I'm saying? If it's like every other day thing, or we only having sex once a month or whatever. Yeah, that's not gonna work for no man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
You have
I definitely
divorce if you only having sex once a month.
Come on now.
Listen, church. If y'all out there watching me today, I got a word for you. If you're not having sex with your husband once a month, it's
wrong.
It's time to go.
That's a problem.
You're wrong.
That's wrong. It's past now, because when women shut down like that, they've been shut down for a while.
For a long time. Exactly.
That don't happen overnight.
Yep.
So, you know, my thing too is not to throw us off this topic, but when we say, what do we withhold? We as women will say, well, I'm not cooking for you. I'm not, you know, you stop doing the wifely duties, not just in the bedroom, but all over the house. You know what I mean? You don't care about nothing. And I feel like, it starts with intimacy because it's a big deal, you know, but it's so many other areas are jacked up when you start withholding sex. You ain't cooking, you ain't doing, you know,
nothing.
Yeah. I think too, once we understand what we're doing, like as far as it's a ministry, and I'm not in here for me.
Yes, it's all about the other person.
And this is when sex go to another level. I'm not in here for me. I'm here for you. So it's a ministry. You get what I'm saying? So in order for this to work, I'm serving you. Vice versa. You serve me. Think about it. If we both sat down and communicated properly in those intimate times and found out who one another, you know, who we are, what we like, what we don't like, how we, you know, then
important.
It really won't be a withholding moments because we know each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we're ministering to each other. And then that's another thing with sex. Like through the years, you know, we started to have, and I'm gonna be transparent. We started to have like conversations. Like, okay, you ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. We need to figure out what works for us with sex because, like I said, the first 5-6 years we was just playing around. After all the kids, we were like, okay, so we're gonna be together. How do we keep this like flaming? You got to do that in marriage.
Yes, you do.
What do we do to make this work? And I started to learn my body, and I knew I don't like when you do that. Don't do that. But I love when you do this, or don't do. And so it started to make things a lot interesting. And say, okay, I can't wait. Let me let's try this out. Let's play this out. Let's see what's gonna happen right here.
Yes,
you know, because
figuring it out together.
Yeah, because I got to a point where like you always, I'm always. I want to sometimes most every
you
time.
Want a climactic experience.
Like, let me go like you every time. What is this moment you're experiencing? And I don't. So what we had to do was go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we figured out some things.
Like over and over again, not just one time.
We figured out some things.
Yeah.
Come on, let me
Over and over again.
Over and over.
No.
And over and over.
But my thing is, when you find out that, like when you connect it like that, and you're able to sit down and listen and say, okay,
absolutely.
That was the thing. We were like, man, babe, I'm like, I be faking sometimes. So he was like, I thought I be faking. It's time to go. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, look, if like you said, you want to be transparent. If I could be transparent, I talked to y'all about it one time before, but I can actually count on my hand. If I can count on my hand, how many times I have turned him down, right? I can't.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Pet peeve. It is my pet peeve. Because let me tell you why, though. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because I was in a relationship before where I got turned down a lot. You know what I mean? It put me in such a place as a woman. I'm trying to figure out like what's going on. Is it me? Is it you? He was cheating. He was doing his own thing, but I didn't know. And it put me in such a place from a woman's standpoint that it was like I would never make somebody else feel like this. I would never feel like this. So every time it comes up to where even if I don't feel like, I'm like, I don't want nobody to feel like I feel. And I know it's something within me now that I have to, allow the healing to take place, allow that, because my husband loves me. It's a totally different, relationship. It's a totally different thing, but that scar stays for a while, If
so every time Vernon knock on the door, you open up.
Look, that's why Vernon.
Wow.
Listen, that's why Vernon's so happy.
You know what? I had a friend tell me one time that she was mad at her husband, and she turned around backwards. She was like, "I ain't got to look at your face," and
that was me. Why? You know what? She always say, "I got a friend." That was me. She
but I didn't know if you wanted to tell it, because the last time I said a friend, you ain't say nothing. I just whenever you're free, you said nothing. I wanted to use it. It's perfect right here.
Now, like I said, it depends on the degree of anger. If I'm like angry to the point where I don't even want to see you, it don't matter what you do. It's not gonna be ready for you. Yeah. It's gonna be nice and dry, okay? Right. No matter what. But if it's just something simple, whatever. Go ahead and hit it from the back.
Just tip you when you be all right, right, Tamara? Tip.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Tamara, go ahead. I ain't got to look at your face. Just down here.
Right. We can deal with this issue tomorrow.
But that tells you the strength of a woman, though. That tells you how much we are able to put up with. You can and still fulfill what you got going, and still serve you, like you said, and still serve him, even though you've crushed me.
But see, it can't be a one service act.
It can't.
I can't be just serving you.
Okay,
if you finna get served, that's not how it works.
And here's another thing.
Oh,
okay. Servicing, realizing that your responsibility is not the same thing as your love and relationship, which is what gives you the not withholding. For example, you have a lot of men that
love languages, though. That's what I was talking about, that part.
Right, but I totally get, but sometimes like you'll have men that say, I don't get what the big issue is. I go to work, I pay the bills, I do, like that's a responsibility.
Right.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So that you can't put that and use that as you should get Pandora's box because you do this. Just like if I'm working on a job, I can't expect to immediately become CEO just because I happen to clock in.
Right.
They're like, we hired you. We're kind of expecting you to clock in.
Preach.
So it goes beyond that. And I think that that's where a lot of the withholding comes from, is that there isn't a true understanding between both of the spouses as far as the reasoning behind it. Men think I did X, Y, and Z. So if I take care of it, you should be giving it to me. What you talking
every
about?
Time, right?
Every time. Before it hit my brain, you should be like, she told me to throw it back. Bye-bye. Like that's what they think. But women are looking like, right, but where is, hey babe, can I help you? Hey babe, how was your day?
Right.
Hey babe, what could I take off your plate?
Yeah.
Because I realize that we women compartmentalize things mentally. So before we get to the bedroom, You got to close some of these doors I got open. You got to close the kids, the door with the kids, the door with the house, the door with the cooking, the door with the bills, the door. You got to close all them doors. Open up the door for us. So when I go in there, I can be Ave and not mama. I can be Ave and not wife.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? Because when Ave comes in, I ain't got to think about all them other people. I can come in and do everything and anything that you want me to do, baby. Let me cater to you. Oh, baby, this is your day. You know what I mean? But when you're not meeting me there because you think that just because you do your responsibility that you're automatically supposed to get that, it'll never be what you want. So then the only power that I have is my body because you're not listening to my words.
Okay, I hear you.
You see what I'm saying? So if I'm saying to you, hey, can you help me with this? Hey, can you, I'm a little overwhelmed. Hey, can you? And all your answer is, hey, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. So the only thing that it's like, okay, well, I know you're not listening to what I say. You don't care about what I say. The only way that you'll care about what I say is if you feel it. The only way you'll feel it is if I withhold the one thing that you want, which is my body.
But I think when it comes to that though, I understand. I get it. Because some men really don't hear and, and sometimes they don't see anything wrong in what they just don't understand. I think if it comes down to you withholding from your spouse, maybe y'all should get some counseling. You know what I'm saying? Get a third party in there. Because sometimes you could be saying everything, but they can't receive it from you. But the moment somebody else says what you were saying, then, oh my gosh, then they hear that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe a third party coming in and say, okay, well, this is the issue. This is the issue that I'm having. And then they're, able to open up and be a better service more,
Yeah.
That's what I think. But like the withholding part, that can't keep going on though. You can't, that's very true. That can't be the permanent solution to you, to me trying to get you to hear me. Because you know what he gonna do? You know what he gonna do? You know what he gonna do? Or you gonna do?
Yeah.
He gonna either go out there and get it for somebody else, or you gonna either go out there and get it for somebody else.
Very
you know what I'm saying?
Very, very true.
And for the woman, it's not necessarily that we're going out there trying to find sex for someone else.
Right.
We're trying to find the things we keep talking about.
Yes, that you're not hearing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it comes down though, and I say this, I think it comes down to maturity. If that person really loves, because see, we got to talk about love. What love is, because of course if that person truly loves that other person, then they're gonna hear you and they're gonna say, okay, so what it is, oh my God, what is it? How many times have my husband like, okay, baby, so what's the problem? Because they really want the problem to be, if they love you, they want you to respond. Man wants you not to be happy with them. They don't want to, they want to talk about it, they want to work through it, what's the problem? Okay, and then his actions lined up with, okay, I hear what you said. I'm gonna start working on this.
Very true.
Because if that ain't what it is, then something seriously wrong, and we need to go back to the drawing board.
We need to fix it.
Or maybe this ain't for us. You're not ready for marriage if you cannot sacrifice or listen to what I'm telling you and then fix the problem. And for men, sex is a huge part of their life. Not just marriage, a huge part of their life. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like sex is just about, because if you have a healthy relationship with your wife, that means you're doing a healthy sex relationship with your wife. That means you're doing something right.
Yes.
Very true. Will identify your sex life with your wife identifies how you guys deal with each other.
True.
Sex is healthy for a marriage.
It's
very vital. It's like
it's vital.
It's like spinach for your body. Okay,
it's vital. You need it.
But if I don't have an appetite, that lets me know something is wrong.
Yes.
So you know,
I think that if people would realize, like when they get in a rut like that, when they get in a situation where a lot of stuff is going on all the time, they just need to take everything off the table. Like Ave was saying, they provided. Well, take it off the table. If we ride or dies, right? We're going to be with our man, whatever. He have nothing to give. He have nothing to bring to the table. We just had a pandemic. It's just me and you, babe. What we going to, everything is off the table. I don't have nothing to give. You don't have nothing to give. We just got each other. So now how do we make each other happy? So you take everything away, you know, you don't have to provide for me because I know you can't at this time, you know, and vice versa. So how do we work together to be able to say, you know what, if we ain't got nothing but the shirt on our back, I love you, you love me, and this is how we gonna operate.
That's gonna take having Holy Spirit in the middle.
That's it.
Right there in the middle. And if you guys both can't have Holy Spirit in the middle, it's gonna always be a brick wall.
Right.
You both need to be able to have that connection with the Father.
Right.
You know,
absolutely. Too many successful marriages that don't allow God in. You know what I mean? If they don't have them at all in there, it's really chaotic all the time. You see it, whether they hide it well or not, you know. It's gonna be in there somewhere, you know.
And some people learn to function in their toxicity. They you know what I'm saying? That they're used to the toxicity and they learn how to function in it. And to them, that's a successful relationship when in actuality it's not. That's like
black everywhere. Black,
but
everywhere.
They're functioning.
Yeah, so absolutely amazing topic. I love it because a lot of people go through it. A lot of people deal with it, you know, and we're not saying we experts at marriage, but what we are saying is that
not withholding. That's what you are expert in.
Okay. Listen now. Come on now.
I feel bad for the times that I don't feel like it. And still, you know, I feel bad. Like God, I feel bad that I feel bad for not wanting to, but I still go ahead. You know, I never want somebody to feel like
this though. When I do that though, when I give in, when I'm really not there or mentally, even if the tip goes,
it's worth it, right?
Like, oh Lord, there you go. You know, even with all of that, there's a difference when we, you know, when we're both on the same page.
Absolutely.
The difference is such a difference. With the way I respond, and it almost never fails. That the water park starts to flow. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about there's an extra coming along. I don't know what's the words y'all use for it?
Climax.
That's
what some reason I don't like that word either. Climax.
Oh, you don't like that? You're being fulfilled. Everybody being fulfilled at this point.
Right. You reached the summit.
Thank you.
Glory.
Summit. So with that being said, because I remember this one time, they know I'd be cold all the time. So I got ready to go. I took a shower. I got out the shower. He had took my towel, put it in the dryer, and
that's so sweet.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I remember I remember you telling me that. And it was I was like, oh, that's so sweet. But then needless to say, that night she had to go back into the shower because
but that's a good thing, you know? Reading and love language.
Yeah, right. Wow. I love it.
Those are good problems to have.
Those type things. Those type things. And when he knew that's the way I responded, it was, man, listen.
I'm trying to figure out why he had your towel in the dryer every night after that. Like,
come on now. Well, see, I don't expect him to do that every night because I know he got this going on, he doing that. But
I know.
I was a little spoiled. Like, I wish this time we need to get us a towel warmer right here
in the room. It's all right to be spoiled by you. It's all right to be spoiled by your mate. It is, and you do the same. You know, I think it's very healthy.
I got a question, y'all. So tell me, is it okay? I know it's not okay to withhold or whatever, but like, say you're in a relationship and you're going through a really, really, really tough time. You don't know if the relationship is going to make it or not. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you know, the men still want to have sex. It don't matter what y'all going through. It could be an earthquake, it could be a fire, it could be the apocalypse. He still wants some. You know what I'm saying? So how do y'all, like, at this point, you're not sure what's going to happen. What we supposed to do?
I don't think I'll be giving anything.
I'm still getting.
I'm not sure. It's a reason.
She's still gonna get me.
No, because the thing is, if we gonna do it, we're gonna do it 100%. You know what I mean? When it's done, it's done. Now I'm not a backtracker. Once I'm done, that's it.
I'm the same way, but
you still gonna give it if y'all
and all the way up until it's done. It's done. You know,
until y'all say, okay, it's done.
Right.
Because it's the reason why we don't know what's going on in this doggone relationship.
Yeah, you're right.
So if it's a reason, I'm just saying,
if I think my life is in danger, you know, you bringing me something, that's something different. You know what I mean?
Right. Because what if you're
sleeping with somebody? Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
You out there sleeping with somebody else?
That's different.
It's done, and I don't know if you're gonna bring me something back. I'm not even gonna bring me something back.
That's not a chance I'm willing to take.
You can have her if you sleep with somebody else.
Absolutely. I'm talking about household stuff or just disagreements and stuff like that. Not bringing somebody else into it.
But that's what I'm saying. She said if the marriage is on, you don't know if you're gonna make it. And if for me, I'm thinking drastic. If I'm
drastic
for me. Like if
I'm not talking about feeding me whatever you feeding somebody else. I'm saying
no. I can't think of no other reason why I wouldn't know where my marriage gonna make it. I mean,
that'd probably be the only reason I would keep it.
I don't know. No. I mean, because we've been through hell and back, and we still holding on.
Exactly.
And we still in love with each other.
Exactly.
So I'm still thinking like I can at this moment I can't even fathom that.
Yeah.
I don't even see that as a thing.
Mm-hmm. This was a good topic, y'all. We love it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see y'all next time. We love y'all. Thanks for watching with us. Bye.
Bye.
We talking, oh, we talking.